Hi there, who cares? As a part of Halloween month, I want to do something Halloween related, scary related. And at the same time, I want to do something video game related too. And I want also at the same time, I want to do another tier list. And I thought since yesterday with the Resident Evil 4 gameplay reveal, it looks amazing. Yet the questions about, do we need a remake of this good game? But so far now, what we've seen, it looks amazing. But we'll get to this tier list. So this goal only covers the mainline games. So no Game Boy games, no weird ports like the arcade, something arcade, that's on the screen now. No, the Tyler game port of it. And there's no online ones. So I just talk about the single player mainline games from Resident Evil 1 to Resident Evil Village. And yeah, I'm including the Bionicles and what call it the Reminiscence games. Cause I did play them too. So we'll get to the first one that kicks off the whole Resident Evil games, which is the classic, which is basically the game that kicked off survival horror or from video games, which is the first one, which is this one here. So I'm gonna put this on amazing because this was my first PlayStation 1 game, and I'll admit that I played this game, I was spooked out of this. So about that, pretty much. I was spooked out of it. I couldn't sleep. I know people will say, oh, but you're the kid, so why are you playing like you played that? Again, back then, what was simpler back then, my mum trusts me, and I watched horror movies around that time too. I did a lot of horror, and most of the time, I can take it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, Resident Evil did that first kill, being zombies, which again a big obsession back then, which I want to do a video on because, like I said, I was obsessed with zombie films, like Dawn of the Dead, all that stuff. And this came out, and this one of the first game I want to get on the PlayStation. And God, I loved it. I spent months playing this game, and this has been as a kid. I spent months playing it because I know some people say it might be easy, but back then you didn't have no internet. Didn't have all you had is Cyber guys, and to be honest with you, a very rare I got one, and this is really a few games I never got one, and God, it took me months to complete, and God, what an amazing game it is to kick off this amazing franchise. Then we got Resident Evil 2, which I don't care, I'm putting on the top of all time greats. This is a game that done everything that is so perfect. I was hyped for it like I said, from the first game, I was looking forward to it. And at the same time, it upped its game on everything, on the graphics. I know look back at it now, it don't look that good, but even back then, the graphics, the graphic up from the first game to this game was mind blowing at the time. And at the same time, the story's gone better too. The characters gone a lot more better. Because if you watch the first game, which I forgot to mention, there are a lot of cheesy lines. With this one, yet there's still cheesy lines, but at the same time, the story is so good. And with with the first game, just the thing too, with the first game, you play as Jill and Chris, which to me, there's not much of a difference, to be honest. Yeah, there's differences, but not much. But compared to the second one, there's a lot of differences you can do with the pathways of Chris and Claire, Claire Redfield, me, whatever. So, those who was good. So, we get to Let It Evil 3, which I know some people might hate me for this. I put it on okay. Now, wait. I know people love this game. There's a big fan base of this game. I get it. It's done sort of amazing with Nemesis. I think, yeah, Nemesis, chase you all through the game. Basically, no one done that. With basically, you go to each room, you're freaking safe. With this guy, he go to 18th room and chases you. And the problem is, me being a kid, this is the thing that I played as a kid, I used to hate this. Because I tried to do a puzzle, think how to solve this puzzle, and then this fucking asshole come in. And I have bad memories of this game. And again, maybe when we play it again, I might put up there to amazing. But on my memories of this game, I have a horrible time of it, know what I mean? So, before I go to Resident Evil 4, I'm going to go through the remakes and, the prequel. So I went to go to the prequel first, which is Resident Evil 0, which I go put it there, okay. To me, it's a good game. I remember playing it on the GameCube, and I, I admit I loved it, but I didn't have that same feeling I had with the other, with Resident Evil 1 remake. Because this is the thing, it both was made at the same time. It both came out not so far apart, so if I know what I mean. So, and I'm going to tell the story about Resident Evil 1 in a minute, but after playing that game, I was hyped for this game, and yeah, it was good, but at the same time, it didn't have that same feeling of compared to other storylines. Again, it's in the title. It's a basic little story set before, just I think about an hour or two before the first game. If I remember right, she was still a part of the team, but she got separated. If I remember, yeah, I think that's the story. And basically, that's all it is. It's to fill that little gap. That's all it is. So, talking about remakes, as I said before, Resident Evil, the remake for the GameCube, I got this from day one because I remember how loved the first game is. And yeah, I put it up there. Yeah, it's just behind Resident Evil 2 because I think out of all of them, I love Resident Evil 2 more. But at the same time, this remake is how you do a remake. If you remake something where, from a cult classic game, because it is a cult classic game, if you do a remake on that, you got to follow the story perfectly and also improve it, which it did in this. Yeah, it did cheesy lines in it still, but at the same time, not compared to the original. And at the same time, the mechanics on better, the looks, God, this is another thing too, the graphics. And don't care if people moan at me. The graphics in this game, it stands up to today. That's how good looking this game is. It even stands out for today. That's how good looking this game is. I'm serious. And then the HD remaster came out of it, which I'm not putting this in this list because technically it's the same game basically. There's not much of a difference. There's one or two differences, but to me, if we look side to side, it still stands out. It's still up there as one of the better looking games for the last 2 decades. I'm being serious. It is a classic. Then we got Resident Evil 2. Ooh, Resident Evil 2. The remake of it. This is a controversial one because people love it, but I'm gonna put it on. Fine, yeah. Put it up behind Resident Evil 1 remake. It's amazing. It is amazing. The reason why it's controversial because to me, I didn't fall in love with it the first time I played it. It took me a while to fall in love with this game, as I don't know. It's maybe because I love the original so much. Because it's the thing with Resident Evil 1 original with the remake. I didn't felt that. Cause, yeah, I love number 1, but like I said, you notice problems in that game. With Resident Evil 2, I can't find many faults with it to get a remake, and that's why I always argue with people saying that we want a remake Resident Evil 2. I'm like, really? It's a good enough game, know what I mean? But at the same time, it did step with the game. I get credit. It looks gorgeous, know what I mean? In a way. And Resident Evil 3 remake, yeah, I think it's better. I'm one of the few people who think it's better than the original. Because, I don't know, I'm more the black for this one. Again, maybe because I never played the original for a long, long time. Resident Evil 3, I never played that for a long time. Maybe. Who fucking knows? But I enjoyed it. Yeah, there's some controversial moves they made, like in move to skate, you know what I mean? Which again, really. but I got a good story here, I enjoyed the story. I think the story was enjoyable in this game. And yet, Nemesis does still chases you, but I think it's a bit more balanced out better than the original. With the original, it's just, then you think, trying to do a puzzle, it just comes off. Yeah, at first, you're thinking, oh, it's scary, but after a while, you get fucking annoyed by it. With this one, you you don't get annoyed by it. Again, that's me personally. I can see some people saying, oh, in round 2. Again, I might need to play, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, I mean, there is no, again, to refresh my mind on it. Then we got Code Veronica. I played this on Dreamcast. I played this on the Dreamcast, and I actually imported it. That's the thing, I imported it because I was very hyped for this game, because basically it's Resident Evil 2, basically. It's great, it's clear, you know what I mean? That's, the main thing too, and yeah, I remember loving it. Then I first played it, but then I played it again a couple of years down the line. I think I played on the PS2. I think it was the PS2 I played it, and I wasn't that mad on it, but at the same time, I enjoyed it, so I don't put it there. Okay, I know people might attack me for this, but at the same time, it's not that, to me personally. As I got older, it's not that. Again, I need to play it again, and I think it's on sale on Xbox Store, so I might buy it and replay it again. You know what I mean? So, Resident Evil 4, easy. How would it? Let me do it. Yeah, it's top all-time great. It's, to me, one of the main reasons why I made a video, cause Resident Evil 4 I fucking love. I love this game. God, I love this game. I bought this game so many. This one of the few games I bought like 5 or 6 times on different consoles. You know what I mean? Just because how much I enjoy this game. Again, it's also the problem that it's become its downfall in the next couple of years after that. So I'm saying it does cause downfall. We'll explain in a minute with the next games, set of games. But at the same time, it was an amazing game. Basically, it's still survival horror, but it made a bit more action-packed basically of it, and it done a good balance in this game. Very good balance. The town is so fucking creepy, which I fucking love. But the biggest problem is the aftermath of it, where Capcom probably thought, oh, the game should be like this, so you got Resident Evil 5, which, yep, it's set. And beyond that, it is set for multiple reasons. For one, I tried to follow the formula, we can make it all action packed, you know what I mean? It's not action packed. And there's no problem too. It become well based. And people say, what do you mean? Well, for example, the whole game of Resident Evil is you go around the mansion, you go around the town, you know what I mean? With Resident Evil 5, you're in Africa. I think it's Africa or Spain. Yeah, it's in Africa, I remember now. You're in Africa. And basically, you're in the whole country, which I thought, okay, this sounds fucking awesome. And with the controversial trailer, which to me, I didn't find controversial, which I know people are going to say, oh, you're racist. Listen, the game's set in Africa, so the majority of people are going to be, coloured, isn't it? And then the trailer first came out, I'll admit I was hyped for it. This looks fucking scary, this looks fucking awesome. And people got angry because of you shooting Africans. I'm like, yeah, because you're in Africa, know what I mean? It's not like what Evil 4. You're in like I think it's like Spain or something like that, like a European country, you know what I mean? So the skin colour is a lot more European. So yeah, I respect so to be you follow the the culture in that whatever the city is set in or whatever country is set in. And the bigger problem I had with Evil 5 is it's set in Africa. Then the 21st century, people got angry, people boycott it. and he made the decision to make it all white. You know what I mean? I'm like, really? You know what I mean? Again, I'm not bothered this game, but what I'm saying is the design of the face, video trade looks so amazing, and then you can tell it panic like, oh yeah, you know, swap, we're toning down this game, Konami, and then also at the same time, like I said before, it becomes level based. After you finish the level, you're in the next level. It's like that's not Resident Evil. That's not like any normal action-packed action game. Which this is not Resident Evil. Sadly, then you go. Sorry that Resident Evil 6. Fucking hell, Resident Evil 6. Yeah, it's worse. See what I mean? It's a Dino Swanko. Now, the problem with Resident Evil 6 is it took feedback from the last game, which again, it's a good thing to do. But the problem, again, with this is it tried to make 33 games in one. Because the three campaigns, I remember like the three campaigns, and basically the three campaigns are different styles basically. Like you got like the Attapack campaign, you've got like basically like a survival horror campaign, and then you got like a psycho horror campaign basically. Again, three different characters, and basically it was a jumbo mess, and including the story was a jumbo mess too. I remember this, reading, playing it, and which the story, like, like I said, this has gone stupid. And again, be honest now, Resident Evil is a stupid series, basically, from the first game, but at the same time, you still enjoy the story, got how fun it is. With Resident Evil 6, the story becomes jumbled and over the top, and I'm thinking, God, this franchise dead, and it was dead for a couple of years. That's the thing, it was dead for a couple of years. So until when the Legends came out, which is basically, if I remember right, it was a DS game, a 3DS game, but it got ported to consoles later on because of the popularity of it. And I remember playing it on, I think it was the PlayStation. I can't remember what console it was. I did play it, and I loved it. I thought it was very good. And again, it's the best outlaw games. No, but at the same time, I remember getting that old feeling back from the survival horror. So I'm gonna put my lessons on amazing. I am, because to me brought what we call it Resident Evil back where it should be. I know some people gonna say Resident Evil 7 did, which it did in a way, but to me it was rare lessons. I think one of the rare lessons Capcom realised people want survival horror, like true survival horror. Then we got Rare Lessons 2, which is not a bad game, but the biggest problem I had with this is trying to do the exotic release. Like back then, stuff like Telltale and stuff like that tried to release their game. Instead of release like a whole game, they release it in episodes, and that became very popular because it's easier to basically. I think more people find it easier to pay instead of paying like 30 or 40 quid upfront for a game, which you can, you know, or it find it easier to to pay out in small amounts within episodes. And basically, if I remember right, it's like £5 an episode basically. I can't remember how many episodes it was. I think it was 5 or 6. And basically, it's the same gameplay version of the first game, but it's a different story basically. But the problem is, it's never been episodic. It's sort of been a standalone release, which I think it did eventually. Well, it did because all the episodes came out. But I remembered people was, I was too. I think, really, you know what I mean? So if I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna put it okay. I'm gonna put it behind this Evil 3 remake. Cause I enjoyed it still. Now, the big ones now, well, the last two latest ones. And these two, God, these two are amazing. These two are an amazing games. So, Resident Evil 7. Third, it's up there as all-time greats because, again, it took chances to do something different with the series. Like, for example, the first person idea. Now, I'll admit that first thought of the first person idea, I thought, this is fucking stupid. I thought this was stupid, so I'm going to annoy back down with my niece. But what I'm saying, I thought it was stupid. I did. But it worked. Because you go to this very creepy house firstly, and basically it's got Chainsaw Massacre vibes, you know what I mean? It has with, the fucked up psycho family, you know what I mean? And it is so fucked up, so creepy, and being fair person, being in, that environment, yeah, it's made the game 100 times scarier. I think what Capcom done with so fucking smart. It showed people how it react to PT, which before people don't know what PT is. PT is the playable teaser from, cancelled Silent Hill game where it got cancelled. Where people loved, I loved that game too, that teaser, and it was fucking mind-blowing, mindful. And I think Capcom saw that and think, okay, we need to do something like this because people are invested in this. And it worked, and I think this is one of the best moves they've done. It is one of the God is one of the best games of the last 5 years. How good it is. Then we got the last game, latest Resident Evil game, Resident Evil Village. Well, it's Resident Evil 8. And basically it's the team of from Resident Evil 7, basically you're the same cards as from Resident Evil 7. And basically it's the same gameplay but a lot more better in what called crafting systems, survival system, and interesting bosses too, and interesting stories too. Again, I don't mention much because people haven't seen, play any of the games. But all I can say is Resident Evil Village is a good journey, and it's a good chapter to end. Ethan basically. So if I wank this, I'm gonna put it there. I still think Resident Evil 7 is better to me personally, but at the same time, it's still a very amazing game. And with the first person mode coming out, I mean this week or this month, with the gold edition, um, it looks better as that. And again, I'm not saying the first person won't work in the future. To me, I think it's one of the best moves they've done. But I think in some games and some storylines, the first person won't work. Like for example, the Resident Evil 4 remake, which to me, yeah, sticking to third person because I think it makes sense, and also what the gameplay yesterday, it looks fucking amazing, and I think Resident Evil 4 is going to be, well, the Resident Evil 4 remake is going to be amazing. But again, it could be, I could be completely wrong, it could be sick, but by look at it, it looks fantastic. So here's my tier list for the Resident Evil games, and I'd like to hear your comments below on what you thought of, the games, or what you thought of my placing, or you got, favorite games you own. I'd like to hear in the comments, as everyone got opinions. So you can see more tier lists in the future and more, or me talk about Resident Evils in the future too, which I'm planning to do Resident Evil movies. Do a mini series on talking about each movie, reviewing each movie, as I got a hit and miss history of them. As I love them, but at the same time I hate them too. So you can see that. Please subscribe to my channel, and this been the Brit Who Cares. See you on the next one.